Hey guys, and welcome to episode 5 of my From the Island series, the series where we take the items from Tutorial Island, sell them on the GE, and see what money we can make from flipping onwards. So, as you saw from the last episode and from the beginning of the GE screen, we are now in the 700k mark, which for episode 5 is amazing. So what we're going to do in this episode is just continue what we were doing. Now, as you saw there, the studded bodies have come down a bit. They weren't selling for 11k, so we've had to drop them down to 10k just to see if we can get rid of them. So, although that's still a drop, we are still making 3k a flip if they do sell, so we'll see how we get on with them. And we'll just continue with flipping the other items. We've put an item in again for the blue skirt, and we're just waiting for that monk's item to fill, and we can go from there. So, coming back, the studded bodies have all sold, and we've also put an offer in to buy some more. So, I was testing margins earlier on, and we found that the current lowest buy for the studded bodies was in the 3k mark. So although the sell price for the studded bodies has fallen down to 9k, which compared to the 12k we're selling in episode is quite big, the buy price now is in the 3k mark, which is still now a 6k flip. So what we'll do, it takes less money out of our stack to put in a longer offer. So we'll sell off what we've got now and we'll buy some more at the 3k mark. Now this is one of the problems with treasure trial items, so I was looking to diversify and pick up different items just for some different content and just to show that it can be achieved with different items. And I went to go and buy a blue wizard top. Now here it is not buying for 100k, which is pretty much double what it normally is, the medium price. So I thought just to see where it currently was, we'll put a 200k offer in, and it did buy, and it bought for 117k. So as it stood, this was a 70k flip. So due to that, I thought we will put in a couple of offers and see where we could go. Now this is the one dangerous side of clue scroll flipping, is because an item is so low volume, and because item flip and margins can be manipulated quite easily due to the amount of low volume coming in, sometimes you can get caught like I will here. Here we put in a buy price for 8 of them, and we'll see how it ends up. So we are back. The studded bodies are selling, although it is now for 7k and not for 9k, but it's still a 4k margin per item, and it's quite a low GP volume flip. So I can buy a lot for a low amount of GP and put more money in my other two items, so I'll keep going with that. So the blue wizard tops did buy. We are going to try and sell them for 95k, which is taking quite a bit off the top end, but it was to make sure they sold quickly because the amount of profit I've turned over would be so big anyway. I was willing to take a bit of a dip, but they did not sell for that time, and we'll see if they do. So coming back, the studded bodies did all sell and are still buying again for that 3k mark. So we'll put in another offer for 3k and we'll buy a couple this time so that I can just buy on the back burner. As you can see, no blue wizard tops have sold, and we have still picked up a couple of blue skirts. What I do like about being able to flip is that you can still make money while one slot doesn't make money. So just to see where I currently am, I am just going to do a test flip, and that is where you notice that the blue wizard tops are buying for 42k. So that 70k profit which we saw at a time was basically like a one-off. It wasn't a consistent flip, it was a very low volume and we just got caught out by it. That's why it's always worth checking your margins during the time. So luckily the price which is currently selling for now isn't much of a loss of what we bought for. So all we're going to do is just sell at that price and hopefully get out of this item and hopefully not lose much GP as a result. It doesn't mean we won't come to this item again, because it has shown it has got potential if it can be sustained. But for the time being, we're going to go back to what we've known and what we've done so well so far this series. And hopefully these sell off without me having to drop the price again. So after the car crash of a flip that was those blue wizard tops, we are going to go back to something that we know a bit better, and we're going to put an offer in for some monk tee bottoms. So we'll keep the monk tee and the blue skirts going because they've just worked so well, and once these blue wizard tops go, we'll go back to the studded bodies. the first one actually went of a blue wizard top, and it went quite quickly, so that made me think that maybe we could push the margin up a bit more for the blue wizard top. And as you can see from the history, it did have some maneuverability and it could have a bit of a bigger margin. As well, you can see the flips we've been doing, as always checking the margins just to make sure we don't get caught out. So what I decided to do, just to see if it did work or not, because you can always try, is we will take the offer out and we'll put it in for about 72k, which again is, compared to what we got the original flip for, is a lot less, but still we'll be clearing a 30k margin if they do sell. Now, whether they do or not is a different story, but we'll soon see. So those are the offers we got bought in, currently 865k, and we'll see how we go. So returning back, those blue wizard robe tops didn't sell for 72k, so we managed to get rid of them for 42k, which it is what it is. Sometimes you will have bad flips and sometimes you'll have good flips. It's knowing what to do when you get them flips. So we're going to keep going with the 3 items which have worked so well with us, and that's the studded top, both the trim skirts as well, and what we'll just do is try and pick them up in higher item. Now, one item I did try and pick up was the monk's robe top, but it only had a 3k margin, but I think that'll be something I'll be keeping an eye on for the foreseeable. Sometimes the more bigger high-end items do have a bigger margin, so I'll keep trying the monk's robe top and see how that goes, and I'll let you know if anything different happens. So logging back in, we've had some buys and sells. The blue skirts again, they just work, they're very low hassle, and they just always bring in a decent amount of cash. So we're going to put another offer back in. What I tend to do is go for either 12 or 16. And this is just simply because it is 4 rounds of buy offers. So as you saw there, they did buy, and they did buy quite under the GE Med. So because it didn't do a complete offer, I'll just leave them to buy for whatever offer I put in and see how they go. Monk's robe bottoms, we did get a full buy offer completed, and we just put in sell. And again, that sold a bit higher than what we originally put the sell offer in for, but again, we'll see how that goes. I've continuously managed to push up the sell price for the monk's robe tee bottoms since we first did them. Originally, we sold them for the low end of 17k. As you saw there, they have sold for 19.7k. As well as that, studded bodies we're still continuing to do. They are still buying for around the 3k mark, so there's such a low GP amount to get a big buy offer in for, and it just gives me more chance to buy other items as well. So that's what we're going to go for the end of this episode, and see how it goes from that. And as you can see, once this offer is put in, our total GP stack is getting towards the big 1 mil mark. So we've got 280k in the Invo and 613 in the GE. So these sold a bit quicker than what I thought, so we're just going to put one last offer in to finish this episode of the monk's robe bottoms. So as you can see, we really aren't far away from that big 1 mil goal. And to think we're only on episode 5 now and we're nearly there, it's massive. So we're just going to keep on plodding on. Next episode, we'll just keep doing it. I want to diversify and find some different items just so I'm not flipping the same 3 throughout the whole series. Currently, a bond is around 4 mil, so we're only a quarter of the way there, but looking at how quick we made progress over the last 2 episodes, hopefully it won't take too long. So if you did enjoy the video, please give it a like. If you've got any feedbacks or any ideas on flips which I could look at in future episodes, please let me know. And as always, leave a like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode.